rise of an immigrant family and the ways they changed the face of America in New York City and here in South Florida.
News Channel 5's Vince Norman sat down with the author to talk about his inspiration and what this journey through the past means for his future.
Paul Pope is a third-generation Italian-American.
I don't think it's often enough that we trace our roots.
Paul was researching his Italian roots when he discovered the critical role his family played in building modern America.
To walk the streets, to smell the air, to meet the people that knew my grandfather, really an amazing experience, one that I'll never forget.
Paul's family history is chronicled in his book, The Deeds of My Fathers, detailing the rags-to-riches story of an Italian immigrant family that would help shape the 20th century.
I started the story with my father and realized that I couldn't tell my father's story without telling my grandfather's story.
Penniless in 1906, Paul's grandfather, Generoso Pope Sr., rose to become one of the wealthiest men in New York.
When he first came over here, he worked in the sand pits. He labored every day, building most of New York City. He had the largest sand and gravel company in the nation. So he was the most successful Italian immigrant ever.
Decades later, Paul's father, Generoso Pope Jr., would reinvent the newspaper, creating the tabloid, The National Enquirer.
He bought a failing newspaper, a Hearst paper, called the New York Enquirer, and that's pretty much where it all started. He had his fingers on the pulse. He knew what the readers wanted.
The family touched lives across the country, even instilling some Christmas spirit in sunny South Florida.
He started with about a 26-foot Christmas tree. That started growing into what became the famous National Enquirer Christmas tree that about 1 million visitors came to see a year.
Paul's journey through his past now complete, he's focusing on a loftier goal.
Trying to save the world. Take the top 20 problems with no political or religious agenda. I want to educate people about them, give them the timeline, a real timeline, and then give them solutions.
Vince Norman, WPTV, News Channel 5.